comedian Joe Coy.
Been a while.
I know. It feels like
Been a long while.
Yeah. It feels like we haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I've seen him on social, but I mean, where he's been here in the
Actually
studio
in a room with us.
I saw him at a birthday party like 2 months ago.
I see his gear all the time because that's all Sammy wears.
It's all I wear. I love it.
Joe Coy. It's either a Joe Coy hoodie or a Woody Show hoodie.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Every day.
And it trips Greg out. Like if we see her outside of work,
And she's
like
not.
at an event, she's not wearing that stuff. She's wearing like,
her civilian clothes.
Right.
civilian
Great. Oh, I think I know you. Oh, that's Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's usually a crocheted sweater or something.
Yep.
So Joe Coy will be on the show tomorrow.
Great.
Greg, you'll like this. There's a new proposal to prohibit companies from hiding fees from consumers.
Heard about that.
I know you don't like fees.
The junk
No one
fees.
likes fees, but you don't like the word fees.
I don't because they can't. They just keep saying the same thing over and over when you ask, what does this fee do? You know, like a connection fee. Okay, so what does it do? Well, it's to connect.
It
No,
goes
I
to
speak
what?
English.
Yeah, but
what
like-
does that mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
it's
what are the
to
costs
connect
involved in connecting?
Service.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so is a man going up a pole and putting a wire into something?
Right.
What does it mean? Oh, well, it's for connection. No, again, I speak English. What
Right.
do you do?
Yeah. I don't think they're
insane.
like hiding fees, but like Greg is saying, they're not explaining what they actually do.
They're not upfront about them.
They're definitely not.
And so many are
It's very
redundant.
shady.
Like the resort fee.
According to
Yeah.
the Federal Trade Commission, we collectively pay tens of billions of dollars in junk fees every year. And this new rule would require all industries under the jurisdiction of the Federal Trade Commission to show the full price upfront to consumers, which include concert and sports tickets, hotel rooms,
Yes.
apartment and car rentals. And anybody violating that would be subject to financial penalties and then be required to compensate the customers.
Yeah, like these aftermarket tickets for events. I'll see $35. I'm like,
Right.
okay,
Oh,
sweet.
sweet
And I go
deal.
to
Oh.
buy it, and at the end, it's
Right.
like $89.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Convenience fee.
Yeah.
Convenience.
So convenient.
Yeah.
Convenient for them.
The second story of the day out of Kern County, California. First was there's a Powerball winner there.
Yeah.
$2 billion, essentially.
Basically.
1.7
Yeah.
something or whatever.
Damn.
But this other story, I'm going to put this under the umbrella of creative hiding places.
Okay.
So the cops, they pulled over this car. They saw it driving around with no headlights. So it was just going to be like a quick, easy, like, hey, man, can you turn your headlights on kind of thing? But they ended up searching the car. They found meth, coke, Xanax, and fentanyl. And then they also found a loaded gun, which was hidden in a pizza box on top of a full uneaten pizza.
Oh, what?
What the hell?
How devastating.
What a waste.
What a waste of good pizza.
Man. No one gets to eat that pizza.
Yeah. Another creative hiding place story. A guy in Texas was pulled over yesterday. When the police searched his car, they found 2 kilos of coke
Jeez.
hidden in a box of Frosted Flakes.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
I saw Frosted Flakes in the store the other day.
Yeah.
I almost bought them. I haven't had them in so
Really?
long.
You were
Likewise.
enticed?
And it's never been one of my favorites. I don't know why it
Really?
spoke to me in that moment. I
Yeah.
almost picked it up.
I'm not a huge fan of it either.
Really?
Love
I
'em.
thought you would be.
No.
I mean, look, if I'm going to have a cereal like that, I'm going to go with, like, Fruity Pebbles
Yeah.
or Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going with something, like, super sugary, I'm going to go with something like
it's
that.
weird. I would prefer like unfrosted flakes.
Really?
Yeah.
Cornflakes?
Yeah.
Just regular cornflakes?
Cornflakes?
Yeah.
Weird.
Way
Oh,
more.
That is not on
You know what
brand.
spoke to me
Yeah.
as a snack? And I don't, like, you guys probably hate it. Frosted mini wheats.
Oh, I like those.
Just like as a little dry
No.
snack.
That's
Mega
way dry.
Like cat food.
That's
Yeah.
too dry.
Ugh.
I like
That's
it.
way
I
too
like
far
it.
for me.
Just really just
I like them when they're.
have a little bowl as a
Oh.
snack.
I like those when they're soaked in the milk.
Yeah.
And then because I got it, and then when I eat them, I got it. They got to go on. They got to go in my mouth. Sweet side on the tongue.
Okay.
Would it
Yeah.
Like
kill
sweet, not the
That's
sweet
pretty
side,
specific.
not sweet side to the roof of your mouth. Sweet side to the tongue.
Would it kill them to frost both sides?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I know.
Extra
Oh, we only
frosted
have
mini
enough
wheats.
for one floor.
Yeah,
Is
they
it
make
weird?
other ones that are like
Yeah.
like a strawberry. They have a couple like
Yeah,
flavored
yeah.
ones. Those aren't bad either. Like a blueberry one. The blueberry one's
I
good.
did not know this.
Is it weird
Yeah,
when
no.
I eat those? I feel like I'm in the Old West or something, like the early 1700s.
Yeah,
and
when
I'm
I eat them,
desperate.
that's what I think. Old West.
I do.
You can say the same thing about cornflakes.
Yeah.
That's from
Yeah,
Mega Bar.
probably.
They're like regular Cheerios.
Yeah, but no, but it is something about the presentation.
Yes,
of
this
what
is
they
very
look. It's
Old
like,
West.
I feel like
I tell totally
Old
get it.
West.
Like,
Jesse
like there's-
James was eating this.
Like I'm sitting down and there's tumbleweeds in the background and cactuses.
and you're sitting by a fire eating it out of like a tin cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frosted mini wheats.
The one my horse is tied up outside.
And you got a pot of beans over the fire.
Yep.
I don't know why anybody buys the regular size ones because they're awkwardly large.
They
the
are
big ones? Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
That mega Old West right there.
Yeah, that's a dumb old West. Like when I was watching Westworld, like the amount of mini wheats they were eating, I'm like, we get it already. Mini wheats is Old West authentic.
Yeah.
In a saloon.
I mean, I have such a problem with Fruity Pebbles that I have to like restrict myself
I get it.
to New Year's Day. I told you that's
Oh,
my
that's
thing.
right.
Yeah.
New Year's Day, I treat myself to a full box.
Wow.
Full box.
Yeah, I eat a full box in one
That's how he
sitting.
celebrates the year ticking
Those-
over.
Is your mouth destroyed after?
No,
Like, 'cause it
No.
cuts
With
your
Fruity
roof of your
Pebbles?
no, not
Yeah.
with Fruity Pebbles.
You know what that reminds me of, though?
Captain Crunch.
Like the
That'll
80s.
kill you.
Like that's so 80s.
It's pretty
just
80s.
sitting there, just eating your...
Do you do it in multiple bowls or one big bowl?
Oh no, multiple bowls.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Just keep going.
because I always
You
sit there with the intention I'm not
Do you
going to eat
leave the
them.
same milk in?
Well, kind of, yeah. But I'll it's okay. So I
And then top it?
pour the bowl, right?
Right.
Add the milk,
Add the
eat
milk.
that. Whatever milk's left, I put just enough cereal to, be the good ratio for the milk that's left. Eat that. Then pour a fresh
Start
bowl,
over.
which has no cereal, no milk. Add more milk to it. And never with the intention I'm going to sit there and eat the whole thing, but I always do. So now I just go, well, I just know I'm going to eat the whole thing.
Oh, I didn't realize Fruity Pebbles were like Rice Krispies.
Crisp Brace.
They are.
Crisp
yeah.
Brace?
Crisp Brace.
Crisp Brace.
Yeah, they don't like colored ones.
So how many bowls does that end up being? Because cereal boxes aren't that big.
Maybe 3.5 or 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Because
four.
the boxes have gotten mega small.
Right?
Yeah.
They're short and they're not very deep. Like they're
They're
short, and narrow.
not deep, and the bag's not full.
Yeah.
Dude,
The-
shrinkflation is for real.
Oh,
yeah.
big time.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
on
but man,
everything.
I love this. Ooh,
Yeah.
making Rice Krispie treats, but with Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh.
Oh
Okay.
damn! Next
Those
level.
are good.
Now
Yeah.
I'd be on
Yeah.
board.
Anyway, where were we? Oh, this
Yeah.
guy in Texas. So
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets pulled
cocaine.
over, and they found 2 kilos of cocaine hidden in that box of Frosted Flakes. Man, we can get on a food tangent
Yeah,
real
we
quick
can.
around here.
Must be
Easy.
hungry this morning.
We'll knock out 5 hours so quick.
They also found $10,000 in cash stashed inside of a headphone box.
Lucky.
Nope.
Yeah. And over the UK, cops saw these 2 dudes. They're in this park acting kind of weird. Looked like they were trying to hide something in a tree stump. And they saw the cop. They run off. Officer goes over to take a look at the tree stump, finds 121 mini packages of cocaine.
In a
I
tree
think
stump.
cocaine is back in a big way.
The cops are still trying to identify the, quote, rightful owners. Yeah, hey, we have some of your property. You want to come? Oh, cool.
Which is scary because fentanyl, so easy to get in that cocaine.
Right. But all these people just trying to hide.
Yeah, well,
Pizza
of course.
box, Frosted Flakes, warm bowl of Fruit Loops. Someone texting
Huh.
over?
How's that
Warm
work?
bowl of
Warm.
Fruit Loops.
Nah, dog.
The only cereal I've had warm on purpose in the microwave is grape nuts.
Okay.
Really?
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
God, you had those on purpose?
I did.
Grape nuts?
I liked them for a little while.
Yeah.
If you put sugar on
They're
them.
good.
Loaded up with sugar.
It's like 50-50 sugar to grape nuts.
Yeah. Woody knows his frosted mini wheats. He's right. I ate my mini wheats the same way, Woody. Yeah.
Sweet side down.
Yeah.
Sweet side on the tongue.
Sweet side on the tongue.
Weird.
Otherwise, you're missing out on
In your Old West gear.
you're missing out on the sweetness.
In your chaps.
Yeah. The sweetness doesn't hit the same way if it's not,
In your 10-gallon
tongue
hat.
side.
Right. Makes sense.
877-44 Woody. Hit us up with a text over to 22987. We'll be right back. To stop kissing and snuggling turtles.
Well, I think that's ridiculous. I think that's bad.
Yeah, you could have got salmonellas.
Disgusting.
Who sucks now?